Good morning, gamers. Today is Thursday, February 2nd, and this is Good Morning Gamers, our daily show, 5 to 10 minutes covering the news in the world of gaming. My name is Greylock, and with that said, let's go ahead and get started with the show. And our first news story is is coming from GameSpot.com, and it looks like $500 million has been awarded to ZeniMax in the lawsuit over the Oculus Rift. Now, it's very interesting how this lawsuit went down because they didn't find that anything was stolen, any trade secrets were stolen. But what they did find was a breach of copyright and trademarks, so trademark infringement. And now this isn't all 500 million isn't against Oculus itself or Facebook. That's only 250 million. There's also complaints against CEOs and former employees. So very interesting to see how this plays out. Of course, it will be appealed. And of course, ZeniMax is looking at the option of stopping Oculus from selling the Oculus Rift and whatnot. But very interesting story. I don't think this is the end of the story, but we'll see. We'll have to see. With that said, let's go on to the next story. It says Nintendo is looking at VR for the Switch, but wants to make sure that people can play with the VR headset on for hours on end and still be comfortable, not get motion sick or not get, have the headset be too heavy for the head. Now, for me, I'm thinking the Nintendo Switch doesn't have the horsepower for VR. It is much less powerful than the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 4 Slim, which many say also doesn't really have the horsepower for a full-blown VR experience. So interesting. I mean, would these be VR, games that are more equivalent to what you find on mobile phone VR headsets? I don't know. But very interesting that they're looking at that. I think everybody's looking at VR right now. It's definitely, if somebody can create the next gen of VR. I have an Oculus Rift and I like it. It's really good, but there are some things wrong with it. I actually wrote about this today over at sci-fiforum.net, so you can check that out. But yeah, there's some things with VR that need to be fixed, especially resolution. That's the big one in my opinion. But let's go on to our next story now. A Nintendo Switch online service will run between $17.50 and $26.50 a year in Japan. That's not bad. That's half of what the PlayStation Network is and maybe a third of what Xbox charges. So, of course, you're not going to get the same benefits that you get from those other two services, like free games every month and whatnot. But, or I should say free games to keep every month. But it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. But the pricing is, I think $20 a year would be a good place to price it, especially given the features you're going to lose when compared to the PlayStation and the Xbox services. All right, let's go to a next story. That story and this story are both at VG247.com. And here we're seeing that Madden predicts another Super Bowl win for the New England Patriots. Now, I'm a Patriots fan, and I don't put any stock into this. They say the Patriots are going to win by 3. I think either the Falcons or the Patriots are going to win by a couple touchdowns, one way or the other. The team is going to break out and have a great game. I hope it doesn't go down to the wire. If you know anything about the Patriots, they've lost 2 Super Bowls recently when it went down to the last minute or two of the game. So I'm hoping it's one way or the other. It's definitive. It starts pretty late at 6:30 at night. So hopefully my team wins, but wish the best to the Atlanta people as well, because I know, as a fan of football, you want your team to win and go and take it all. So with that said, we'll see if Madden's right. I don't know. Let's go on to our next story now. Destiny 2 plot leaked, possibly by some Mega Block sets. Again, another story at VG247.com. Yeah, so I don't want to give you any spoilers, but basically, some of the Mega Blocks, the type of characters that come with them and the type of objects that come with them, accessories and whatnot, kind of give you an idea of what's going to happen maybe in Destiny 2. So I thought it was a very interesting article. It didn't give away any super, plot twists or anything like that, but it is interesting that that the story can be leaked a little bit by some of these other products being revealed. All right, next story here. Now this one surprised me. This is over at Polygon.com, and it says The Last Guardian gets a $20 price cut, and it's permanent, bringing the game to about $40. This game's not even 2 months old. It came out December 6th. So I don't understand. Critically, I think everybody thought it was a great game. Why the $20 price cut? It's very odd to me that The Last Guardian would be price cut already. But interesting. If you have any thoughts about that, please let me know, because I'm kind of baffled. Critically acclaimed, a game that everybody wanted and waited for a long time, and right out the gate it gets a big price cut. Very interesting. Next story here. This story is over at The Escapist, and just a reminder that the free Rainbow Six Siege weekend is kicking off February 2nd. That's today. So if you want to try Siege, if you're not sure it's worth, I think I've seen it on sale for like $25 or $20. If you're not sure whether or not you're going to like it, check it out. I know last night I actually twitched over at Greylock 3491. I twitched some Vegas 2 Terror Hunt that I did with a couple of friends. We had a blast. And Siege really seems like that, except for the no spawns. I mean, they're shorter games because it's 5-on-5, but there's no spawning either. So I don't know. Try it out, see if you like it, and let me know what you think. All right, on to the next story here. We're getting towards the end here as I'm looking at the time. Good news, PlayStation VR starter packs are back. This is the $500 starter pack that gets you the PlayStation VR headset with its hardware attachment, 2 moves, the camera, and a couple of pack-in games, demos, and whatnot. In fact, there's a special one coming out at GameStop or EB Games, where you get an additional bundle, Until Dawn, Rush of Blood. So these should be in stock next week. And so if you've been dying to get one, this is definitely the way to get it, because by getting the starter pack, you're getting everything at a reduced price. So check that out. And looking forward to see if Elite Dangerous is announced for the PlayStation VR over at PAX East. So I know a lot of people from Frontier are coming to PAX East, excuse me. And it'd be interesting to see if they announce it for PSVR, because it is really, really cool on the Oculus Rift on the PC. And I think that is it for this morning. I got to go for a run and then get ready for work. So I just want to wish you a great day. If you've enjoyed the show, please like it, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And if you think I missed anything, or I should look at another website for gaming news or anything, please just leave a comment here on YouTube, on the website, wherever. And with that, until tomorrow, peace.